you bury me, don't you give up on me. 'Cause I ain't dying no time soon. I'm gonna live my best life. I'm gonna build my best life. I'm gonna live my best time, yeah. Jesus. Oh God. Oh God. Listen. Listen. You gotta refuse to die. You gotta refuse to give up. You gotta refuse death. You gotta refuse to throw in the towel. You gotta make a decision that you ain't giving up on yourself. Friends may walk out and leave you. People may turn their backs on you. Ah, Jesus, I'm talking to somebody that's going through right now. The church may even forsake you. But Jesus says when your mother and your father and your friends turn their back on you, Jesus told me to tell somebody, I will be with you. I went through that season, oh God, where sickness rocked my body. In the place of 6 months, listen, in the place of 6 months, I began to get so sick, I couldn't walk. I said, God, what am I doing in this place? In and out of the emergency room. Could not find my own self. One day they said there's a cyst and it's an aggressive cyst and we need to go in and remove it. And then they came back and so one minute they were singing it was cancer. The next minute they said it was multiple sclerosis, and my body began to swell disproportionately, out of control. I went from a size 4 up to a size 18W. My feet swole. They diagnosed me with lupus. They said you got chronic fatigue syndrome, and the list goes on, stage 2 diabetes. And then they told me, praise God, that I was hypertensive. They began to put all this stuff on me. I was sent home with a bag of pills to die. Ah, Jesus, hey! While I was laying in my bed, praise God, and the nurse was in my home and she was tending to me, I said, why am I here, God? My hair began to fall out in the basin in the bathroom, and I couldn't go to preach no more, and nobody was calling because they heard that I was sick and I was dying. I was on television and I was traveling the world, but now I'm on my back and I can't preach. And I said, God, this ain't my dying day, oh Jesus. Hey, well, I refuse to die. Have you been to that place where the devil just told you to jump? Maybe I ain't talking to nobody. Maybe I'm just talking to a few people. I've been there. He says, Mattie, this is it. This is the end of the road. All your money's gone. Your marriage is on the rocks. And look at this. People just walking out on you. They had my coffin picked out, the witches. And people began to call and they said, that's the end of her. We won. She lost. But I remember the Lord speaking to me one night. Hey! He said, Mattie, you ain't got to die. He said, you ain't got to die. I said, well, Jesus, how do I defeat death? Because death is a powerful force on the earth. Everybody's appointed unto man once to die. He said, yeah, but is this your dying day? I said, no. He said, is this your dying hour? I said, no. He said, why? I said, because I've got so much more to live for, and I ain't preached my best message yet. I've not. You told me that I will travel the world and set people free. I ain't finished doing that yet. I said, well, what do I do? He said, Mattie, you got to refuse death, huh? I said, you mean like rebuke it? He said, yeah. You got to refuse to die. You got to stop it. He said, just like I told Lazarus, refuse to die, Lazarus, come forward. Come on up out of that pit. He said, you got to bring yourself back to life. Hey, I don't know who I'm prophesying to, but somebody just need to know that this ain't your dying season. You got to come out of that pit. You got to come out of depression. You got to come up from under oppression. You got to come away from suicide. Don't you dare give up on your dreams. Don't you dare give up on your visions. The best is yet to come. Every dry bone got to live. Every dry bone got to walk again. Hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa. decision that you ain't gonna die. That's what I did. And that's why I'm still here today. Because I refuse to die.